Hey y'all, ready for a reading? Let's get into it. So I already pulled a couple of cards for this reading for this particular collective that is seeing it. And the thing that is coming through the strongest is, baby, you have run out of steam, okay? You have run out of steam. You've got unfinished business as well as Page of Wands reversed. This is really giving me the idea, the image of really having big dreams, big visions, big goals, and they're not quite there yet. And so you might have given up on them. You might be at a point where, like, should I move forward this? Is it even worth it? What the hell is going on? So Spirit really wants to bring through that there is something unfinished here, and again, something that you've a little bit run out of steam on. Okay, so you might be looking for some verification, some validation of whether you should continue on with something. And Spirit is saying absolutely, okay? Absolutely. The fact that you've run out of steam, the fact that maybe things haven't flowed as quickly or as easily as you might have wanted with this is in the design of it, okay? Right? This is always how it was supposed to go. Big things are not built overnight is what I want to say, okay? The bigger the something is, the longer that it's probably going to take you, okay? And so we get really impatient. We get so impatient with it. I want it now. I want it yesterday, actually, is what Spirit is saying. But that's generally not the way that things progress for a lot of people, okay? So Spirit really wants to bring through that you're going to need a little bit of flexibility here. You've got flexible coming out reversed in a protection mechanism, as well as Ace of Wands here. So you need to have a little bit more flexibility. There is a little bit of an unbalance is what I'm really sensing with this, because it might be something that you started really strong with, like out the gate, okay? But Spirit's bringing through the image that this is a marathon, not a race, okay? So be a little flexible to things maybe are taking a little bit longer to coalesce for you, a little bit longer for them to move forward, okay? You really got to pay attention to how you are feeling energetically, okay? So you might need to take a break. You might need to take a step back. There's a very forceful nature quality coming through with this. So you might be tempted to just blow through things, to really want to bulldoze over things. And Spirit's like, that is how you're going to burn out, okay? That's the image that they're giving me right now, is burnout. Again, running out of steam, burning out. You're going to have a little bit more flexibility, okay? Just a little bit more. Is there a different way that you could look at this, okay? And then you have Loyal Heart and the Star. Now, Star is coming out reversed, and Loyal Heart is all about, you really need to connect with your original vision, okay? And be loyal to it. It's almost like I'm seeing you blow about in the wind. It's like that plastic bag in the wind. And you're kind of blowing about a little bit. Spirit really wants you to stay committed to your heart center at this time, to really the core of you, the core of why you started this in the beginning. And so there really needs to be, like, if you're not loyal to yourself, then nobody else is going to be loyal to your idea, your vision, your dreams. So really reconnect with that. Reconnect with the heart, the why, right? Which is the next set of cards. Why and Queen of Cups. The why, your why of why you're doing this, why you wanted to start this in the beginning. There needs to be a reconnection, because it looks like there's been a little bit of a disconnect here, right? A little bit of, again, that wishy-washiness, this back and forth, that bag flowing around in the wind. So Spirit really wants you to touch in with not only heart, the core of why you were doing this to begin with, but also the why, right? The deep underlying why. And Spirit also is bringing through the idea that sometimes that the way that we go about things, There's a subconscious element to it, okay? And we all know that we manifest from the subconscious, not from the conscious. So Spirit, again, really wants you to do a little bit of a deep dive into your whys and to really kind of explore those, because you might find what they're saying is that you might find something hidden in there. You might find something that you weren't aware of that is actually programming things for you, okay? So really deep dive into the heart, into your why, to reconnect with that power, that passion, that source. And the last two cards coming out is Yang reversed as well as Temperance reversed. Again, don't be so forceful in driving. There are things that have to fall into place. It's like they're showing me dominoes right now. Things have to fall into place for you, right? And when you're too forceful, too pushing, then you're going to miss those connections. You're going to miss those dominoes, okay? So you have that vision, you have that goal. It is unfinished, but that doesn't mean that you should stop, right? Just because maybe you've hit some roadblocks or maybe some of your enthusiasm or energy has run out doesn't mean that you should stop. What Spirit is asking you to do is reconnect with that, to reconnect with that why, and to be very loyal to it. Also, to have some flexibility, okay? Not so much of this driving, forceful yang energy. And when you can balance that a little bit more, because again, there's something out of balance, right? Maybe you're pouring your heart and soul into this and you're not seeing the rewards. And it might cause you to want to push harder and to go faster and to go stronger. But Spirit's like, it's actually the opposite of what you need to do. What you need to do is to dip into that why, dip into that core, the heart, the solar plexus, and create from there instead of from here with the fear-based mind, okay? So don't be too forceful and pushy at this moment. Really seek some balance. Be a little flexible and realize that the dreams, goals, and visions that you had that you started off with, there's nothing wrong with them. You're just going to have a little bit more persistence, a little bit more of that loyalty, not only to your ideas, dreams, visions, goals, whatever it is, but also to yourself, okay? So it's like, don't abandon yourself. Don't abandon this project, because the egg is beautiful. The project itself is beautiful. Again, it just might take you a little bit longer to realize than you were expecting or hoping. But that doesn't mean that it's not the path for you, okay? So buckle down is what I want to say. Be a little bit flexible and really connect with that heart and to that why. I can't wait to hear or see what some of you guys are building. Drop me a comment if this resonates with you. Be sure to like, follow, share. Y'all know the drill of all that. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can check the link in my bio. Otherwise, I'll see y'all next time, okay? Be blessed.